The referees, crew chief Alexander Swinberg, umpire 1, Julius and umpire 2, Sturla.
It's ENBL action in Haukelandshall here in Bergen, Norway, as we have the reigning defending Norwegian champions against one of the biggest German powerhouses this season so far, SYNTAINICS MBC, heading into this one. The Lions overall played 8 games, won 5, lost 3, and 2 of them have come on the international stage in the ENBL. This team still looking for their first home ENBL win in the team's history since they joined the league last season. Head coach Kalixen Jai told me he wants to see full pressure from this team from the get-go. We got to control the pace. We got to control everything that we can in terms of running fast and running in transition, because this SYNTAINICS team can really control the half-court offense. This team shoots nearly 40% from 3. They have plenty of assists and ball handlers in their repertoire. And this team, undefeated in the German league heading into this one, 5-1 overall. Most recent loss came a couple days ago against Bamberg Basket in the German Cup. And now this team is looking to currently remain undefeated in the ENBL with 1 win. Only against Taltech Alexela, which was the first win of the season. Kalixen Jai, he's going to start off with Lars Aspe and Ayinde Hikim at the guard positions, featuring Eric Funge and Haji Javara, who now returns after a 2-game absence due to sickness, and Joshua Keys, number 1, starting now in the center position. While SYNTAINICS, they're going to start with Kyrie Thomas and Charles Callison at the 1 and the 2 slots, with Marcus Foster and RJ Gunn at the forwards, and Jure Planinic at the center position. Cold, rainy day here in Bergen. Came here a couple hours before tip-off, and the vibes were absolutely incredible here in Norway, as it's going to be a good day of perfect basketball upon us. With our referees today, got 3 of them here today, 2 Norwegians, 1 Latvian. Alexander Svenberg and Sturla Strand are your Norwegians, with Juris Burberis, your Latvian referee here today. The big question for the Lions is going to be whether or not Joshua Keys is going to be able to stay on the floor, since in their first home ENBL game against the current ENBL champion CSO Voluntari, he had foul trouble. He struggled to stay on early on, where he accumulated 4 personal fouls midway through the second quarter, and it's going to be huge for him to stay on the floor in order to cause trouble for Jure Planinic down low for the German side. The Lions in their all-blue jerseys, with SYNTAINICS MBC in their all-yellow. It's Javara and Planinic meeting in the middle. Seconds away from being underway in what's going to be a basketball firefest here in Norway. Javara and Planinic meet in the middle. And we are underway as Gunn dives for it, gets a hand on it. Jump ball violation immediately in the opening seconds. The jump ball will be retaken. Now this time between Joshua Keys and RJ Gunn. Keys 6'7", Gunn the same height. tip-off goes straight into the hands of Charles Callison for SYNTAINICS, and we are underway. Callison, great separation, takes the triple, that one short. Gunn the offensive rebound, but his foot was outside the line. Galaxy wanted to see pace. He wants to see them control the tempo throughout the entirety of the game from his Lions side, as here's Los Espe handling the ball for the Lions, coming off an incredible weekend, a season-high 25 points and 13 assists. One of their Norwegian League games this past weekend against Nidaros Jets. Here's Joshua Keys attacking RJ Gunn. Fading and connecting for his first two. He's had 17 points and 7 rebounds in their most recent ENBL loss against Valmiera Gloss. Played 39 minutes. Callison finds the rolling Planinic, lays it up and puts it in with the left hand. Jurda Planinic had played 15 minutes against Taltech Alexlat, 6 points and a couple rebounds, but since then he has been in double figures in the last 3 of 4 games, including a season-high 16 points versus Vecta in the German league. Aspe down low to Javara, flips it up, misses it off the glass. Kyrie Thomas, a full head of steam, takes it coast to coast and lays it in. Uncontested in the rim, he could take it all the way himself. No rim protection from the Lions. Joshua Keys a triple. Misses from the top of the key. Offensive rebound taken by Espe. Finds a cutting Keys as the Lions look to reset. Referee blew the whistle. Something wrong with the shot clock as it didn't get reset. So 8 seconds remaining on the shot clock. It's going to be Ayinde Hakim inbounding it. Aspe drives down low on Planinic. Tried to find Javara down low. Gets stolen by Callison. Foster a triple. Puts it in. No basket. Foul on the floor against the Lions. So it's going to be the first personal foul against Eric Fonguer for the Lions. First team foul. 7.5 remaining here in the first quarter. Now, the Lions, despite losing against Valmiera Gloss last week, Calix Njai said he was very pleased with the team and that the guys played with phenomenal effort, and that despite Valmiera put on a scoring clinic, outscoring them 43-36 in that quarter, he liked that the guys stuck with it and never gave up as Thomas misses from the left corner. Offensive rebound taken by SYNTAINICS. Foster misses the 3. Rebound tipped to the hands of Javara for the Lions. Ayinde Hakim dancing down low to Keys, and he puts it up and flips it in. Excellent playmaking from Ayinde Hakim. Drags on the center, makes him jump onto him. That's a beautiful bounce pass down low to Keys. All tied up at 4 apiece. Gunn misses down low, and he's going to take a trip to the charity stripe. Joshua Keys, first personal foul, 6:48 remaining here in the first quarter. Second team foul against the Lions. RJ Gunn, 26 years old, his 3rd professional season out of the University of Duquesne. 83% from the line overall this season. This is the first one. Splits the pair. Lions yet again looking for their first home win in ENBL history. They got one away win last year against Basket Brno as Espa takes the triple. Misses from the wing, rebound corralled and taken by the Lions. But the Lions lost all their home games last year as Javara shows the touch and puts it in. Haji Javara returning to game action. Missed 3 games this season due to sickness. Offensive rebound, Planinic. And he puts it up and in. Thought he got fouled in the process. But Haji Javara returning to game action after missing 3. And he missed the ENBL opener against Voluntari, which is where we truly saw how important he is to the team with rebounding, as Joshua Keys feeling it here in the opening quarter. 7 points for the big man. Lions by 2 with 6 minutes remaining in the first. And Kyrie Thomas answering immediately with the triple. First triple for SYNTAINICS thanks to Kyrie Thomas as he puts them back up by 1. Lions making a quick substitution. Bogdan Brynjik replacing Haji Javara. This is only Brynjik's second game of the season, hailing out of Ukraine. Now replacing newly signed Rory Van Tofflet, who's going to miss the entire year due to an ACL injury, so the Lions needed to find a way to get some more rebounding down low. So it's Brynjik together with Keys, with Eric Fonger, Lars Aspa, and Ayinde Hikim for the Lions. Very even between both of these teams in the opening quarter. Hikim gets doubled, tried to find Brynjik down low, and it's going to go off the foot of Planinic. SYNTAINICS suffered their first loss of the season a couple days ago against Bamberg Basket, who also played in the ENBL against this Fyllingen Lions team last season. Offensive rebound, Fonger to a cutting Keys, feeling it with 9 points. So this SYNTAINICS team looking to bounce back after their first loss of the season. Thomas down low to a rolling Planinic. Too big, too strong. 6 points for the 25-year-old. We're going to have a quick timeout for the Lions. Back and forth between the reigning Norwegian champions and the German powerhouses. SYNTAINICS 12, Fyllingen 11 with Joshua Keith. Live from Bergen, as we have a 1-point difference between SYNTAINICS MBC and the Fyllingen Lions in this ENBL matchup. 12-11 is your score. The team based out of Germany with a very well-rounded style line so far. Jure Planinic with 6 and Kyrie Thomas with 5 points. All for the Lions, it's been all Joshua Keys leading with the scoring. Sits now with 9 points of the evening. Hakeem doubled, tried to find Brynjek down low. He loses handle of the ball. Nicholas Skeren now checking in for the first time this game for the Bergen-based team. Callison turns the corner, misses the floater. Planinic blocked by Espa. Excellent help defense recovery from the Norwegian national team guard. Hakeem misses the pull-up jumper on the other end. Both teams very even on the stat sheet, and there's a left-handed layup up and in. Kyrie Thomas with 7 points. Hakeem feeding it down low to Brynjek. Looks to attack Planinic on the low block. Puts up the hook, well defended. And here comes SYNTAINICS looking to control the tempo. Thomas backs it out, guarded by Skeren. Brynjek blitzes the screen. They find Planinic down low, stolen by Lars Espa. Back-to-back, great defensive plays from Espa. A block earlier, now a steal. As the Lions with Ayinde Hakeem to the basket, missing the layup. SYNTAINICS with Callison, bumping, floating, setting it up and in. Charles Callison, first 2 points of the game. 16-11 SYNTAINICS lead. Skeren intercepted by Kyrie Thomas. Another turnover against the Lions. Brynjek nearly fouled Foster. It's an open Thomas from the corner, and he sticks it in. Kyrie Thomas on fire in the first quarter. 10 points for the American guard as Lars Espa with a crucial layup to stop the momentum. Thomas again puts it in. Back-to-back triples for Kyrie Thomas. 13 points. Both from the left corner as Skeren gets fouled by Foster on the drive. First team foul against SYNTAINICS. First personal foul against Marcus Foster, as we're going to have 3 new players for SYNTAINICS. Colin Welp will check in together with Pertu Blomgren, as well as another new player, number 31, Spencer Reeves. Well, for the Lions, Paul Olivier will now check in, getting his first minutes. Keys, difficult take. Getting fouled by Welp in the process, and he'll go to the line. John Bryant now checking in for his first minutes of action. Jure Planinic will now sit down. John Bryant, 38 years old, in his 18th professional season out of Santa Clara University. Joshua Keys now at the line, 78% from the charity stripe in the Norwegian League, and this is the first one. Began his professional career in Romania in 2017, and he's also had stints in Thailand and Vietnam. Sticks the free throw. 10 points for Joshua as he cuts the lead down to 8. 22-14 is your score. A triple. Kyrie Thomas misses it from the top of the key. Olivier, stutter step inside, couldn't get it to go. And SYNTAINICS look to beat him in transition. Welp spinning. Referee blew the whistle. Travel violation. This is SYNTAINICS returning to official international competition in 21 years as Espa, beautiful reverse, couldn't get that one to go. SYNTAINICS with the rebound. The last time they played international ball was in 2003 to 2004. Beautiful dish down low. Bryant couldn't score. Well defended under the basket by Keys. Skaran a triple. Rattles out, rebound corralled by Colin Welp. The last time this SYNTAINICS team played in international competition was the FIBA Euro Cup in 2004 in Turkey, which they won the entire thing as Skaran fouls Welp on the roll to the basket. But the foul will be called on the floor. So, third team foul against the Lions. First personal foul against Skaran. Double substitution inbound for Fyllingen. Ayinde Hakim now checking in, as well as Haji Javara. Bryant to triple. Sticks it in. SYNTAINICS on fire from deep. 4 of 9 here in the opening quarter. The Lions have struggled from deep. They're 1 of 5. You've seen SYNTAINICS get quality looks across the court as the quarter has advanced. Lions turn it over. Picked up. And it will be foul called on Ayinde Hakim. It was picked up by Blomgren as he was looking to race towards the basket. That's now going to be the 4th team foul against the Lions. Ayinde Hakim, first personal. Kyrie Thomas sitting down, leading all scorers with 13. Hakeem Vargas now checking in with 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 13-second difference between shot and game clock. Blomgren up top to Welp. Looking for Bryant down low. Too big, too strong. Puts it in. 5 points for John Bryant. As Hakeem Vargas will get whistled for the foul for his first personal. SYNTAINICS moving the ball incredibly well on the roll for their bigs. They find the mismatch, and most importantly, their front court players front so incredibly well, not only on the offensive end to get the buckets down low, but especially on the defensive end. Shot clock turned off. Ayinde Hakim floated it up, and he gets fouled on the process. 4th team foul against SYNTAINICS. Oh, that's 4 team fouls on both teams. Perter Blomgren, his first personal. And Ayinde Hakim now at the charity stripe. 68% from the line this season and has had an incredible few games of scoring. Had 24 points against Valmiera Glass this past week. 2 of 2 from the line for Hakim. 3 seconds remaining. Vargas loses handle of the ball, and it's still going to be SYNTAINICS ball. They inbound it. The triple, the fade, missed, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. SYNTAINICS led by Kyrie Thomas's 13 points, and John Bryant's 5 off the bench has been a huge focal point for the team out of Germany, while the Lions led by Joshua Keys' 10, keeping them in it with a SYNTAINICS 11-point lead, 27-16. Welcome back to the start of the second quarter as we have the ENBL showdown between the Fyllingen Lions and SYNTAINICS MBC out of Wassenfels, Germany. SYNTAINICS with an 11-point lead led by Kyrie Thomas's 13 points in the opening quarter. Here come the Lions with Paul Olivier out of Spain. Dished it down low to Javara, turned it over. That's the Lions' 5th turnover in the game. And they found the roll man relatively well. It's just deflected by the defenders as that's an opening triple by Spencer Reeves. 8th pro season out of the University of Central Missouri. Shooting 35% from deep in this season as Ayinde Hakim just shields up the defender on the drive. Ayinde Hakim with 4. This is his 2nd pro season. Played in Azerbaijan last year. Was one of the best players in terms of playmaking. Was top 3 in assists. As here's Spencer Reeves with Joshua Keys on him. Colin Welp has Olivier on him. It's going to be Lions ball. Welp trying to plead his case that it was last touched by the Lions. No can do as Fyllingen look to corral from this 12-point deficit here in the opening part of the second quarter. Offensive foul against the Lions. Offensive foul against Joshua Keys, his 2nd personal, 1st team foul here in the second quarter. John Bryant checking in. Colin Welp will now take a seat. Here's Petru Blomgren, played in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Then he eventually moved to BK Ventspils in Latvia in January earlier this year. Nice ball movement by SYNTAINICS. Vargas misses the 3-pointer. Lions ball. The Lions recovered just enough in time to make it a little bit difficult for Vargas to rush his shot. But still, the ball movement is pure by the SYNTAINICS team. Hakim through contact, gets his own offensive rebound and sticks it in. Ayinde Hakim starting to heat up with 2 field goals here in the second quarter. SYNTAINICS by 10. Nice pass by Bryant. Reeves faking. Vargas firing and connecting. Hakim Vargas with his first bucket of the game, his 19th pro season out of Iowa Lakes Community College. 35-year-old vet has played all over Germany throughout his career, and that is Joshua Keys' 3rd personal foul with 7:42 remaining in the second. He struggled with foul trouble in the ENBL opener against CSO Voluntari, where he had 4 personal fouls with around 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. But at that time, the Lions had no front court protection. There was no Haji Javara, as he was missing some action due to an illness. And there was no Bogdan Brynjak, who's now replacing Joshua Keys. Rebound was a big issue against Voluntari in the ENBL opener. Ball is loose. It's going to be Lions ball as everybody in yellow not happy with the call. You can almost wonder what you're thinking when you're SYNTAINICS head coach Marco Ramodino. This is your ENBL debut season, 21 years away from international competition. Currently so far undefeated in the German league, and he's still looking to find ways to get everything to work out this season. It's still young, just came off a loss against Bamberg in the German Cup, but this team is still just as talented as ever. A lot of incredible prospects on the team, a system that's incredible to see how they'll develop throughout the course of the year. Well, for the Lions, they're the back-to-back Norwegian champions, struggled in international play. Still looking for their first home win in ENBL history. Finished 1-7 last year, so far 0-2 this year, 1 home and 1 away game. So it would be huge for Norwegian basketball to see this Lion team get a win on their home floor. But they still have a little way to crawl up. They're down by 13, 33-20 is your score. And after some video assistance, it's going to be Lions basketball. Keys gets his pass deflected, but fouled in the process by number 30, Stefan Jelks. Well, Jelks, that's his first personal, team's first here in the second quarter. Olivier for the Lions will sit down. Boss Espa now checking in. Interesting to see how we're going to have 2 playmaking guards on the floor for the Lions. Ayinde Hakim spinning, finds Espa as he gets fouled on the layup. He wanted that one back. Second personal foul against Stefan Jelks. Second team foul against SYNTAINICS. As we now have Lars Espe on the line for the Lions. Hasn't taken a lot of free throws this season. 1 of 4 from the line overall. So he sticks the first one. He's played incredible basketball as of late, especially playmaking. He had an ENBL career high 12 assists versus Valmira Gloss, the former Barry University guard, now entering in his 7th Norwegian League season. Los Aspas free throws, makes an 11-point game. Reeves misses from the wing. Ball taken, almost intercepted by Keys. Bryant Reeves puts in the triple. And the offensive rebounding continues for the SYNTAINICS team, as Spencer Reeves gets another chance at a triple and he sticks it in. Floater up, rattles off by Brynjek. Rebound taken down by Bryant. Layup up, layup perfect. Pertu Blomgren with the southpaw lay. A quick run for SYNTAINICS, and the Lions have yet to respond. Brynjek misses from the right elbow. SYNTAINICS with their largest lead of the game at 16 as we approach the halfway point of the second quarter. Five seconds on the shot clock. Reeves, a fader. Couldn't put it in. Rebound taken by the Lions. It's a smart foul by Pertu Blomgren to stop any momentum. Second personal, third team foul against SYNTAINICS. Blomgren will now take a seat. Charles Callison will now check in. Hakim fading, faking, and he'll go to the line. Got the defender to bite on the pump fake really well. He steps in, then he gets the contact. Spencer Reeves now called for his first personal, team's fourth. 8 total team fouls against SYNTAINICS, as we now have Ayinde Hakim on the line. Game puts them both in. The Lions only missed one free throw throughout the game. They're 5 of 6 from the line, with SYNTAINICS only 1 of 2. Reeves curling off the pin down, puts it in. Spencer Reeves on fire with 9 points. His second triple of the quarter. Keys fails to answer from the top of the key. Here's the hot hand, Spencer Reeves again. 3 triples for Spencer Reeves, and the only man who can stop him is the man he's looking in the mirror. Hakeem couldn't put it in. This is a Spencer Reeves onslaught the last few possessions for SYNTAINICS. Beautiful ball movement, too much on it for Bryant. SYNTAINICS turnover. And where the Lions were down by as much as 11 to start off the opening part of the second quarter, now ballooned to 20. Spencer Reeves, 3 triples here in the second quarter, on fire. Welcome back to Bergen, Norway for the ENBL matchup between the Fyllingen Lions and SYNTAINICS MBC. The Lions 0-2 in the ENBL season so far. SYNTAINICS only with 1 win so far in their first ENBL game against Taltech Alexela. This has been the Spencer Reeves show these last few minutes for SYNTAINICS with 3 triples as Ayinde Hakeem slithers across the baseline for the score. 10 points for Hakeem. Known as a playmaker, has been scoring the ball incredibly well these last few games. SYNTAINICS 9 of 19 from 3, now 9 of 20 with a John Bryant miss. And the big story for SYNTAINICS as Callison reads the passing lane, misses the layup. Brynjak rips down the rebound. And Callison can only smile as he missed a freebie. RJ Gunn checking in. Stefan Jelks sitting down for the team in yellow. The main story between these two teams is 3-point shooting. The Lions have attempted 6, made 1, with SYNTAINICS MBC shooting around 40% from 3 overall in the season, are 9 of 20 in the game. That's 45%. Callison off the inbound, fades away, and that's pure. They lob it down low. William Riebeck off the bench. A quick 2-piece for the Norwegian guard in his first minutes of action. Hopefully he can spark a comeback. 16-point deficit. William Riebeck played in Italy this past year in Serie C. Reeves outside. Gunn puts it in with the triple from the corner. And the 3-point onslaught continues for SYNTAINICS. They drive, they force the strong side defender to focus on the guy that's attacking the paint. Kick it out, open triple, and that's been the recipe for the SYNTAINICS team. And 1 for Brynjak. Bohdan Brynjak. Nice layup and the foul. Only now his second game here in Norway. Played in Bulgaria last season, has also represent the youth level teams of the Ukrainian national team. Fouled out in 16 minutes in his Lions debut versus Valmiera Gluss. However, I spoke to William Liebeck about what he brings to the table, and he brings a lot to the table as he misses the free throw. He's a guy that has a winning mentality and especially makes the necessary passes available, and just an ultimate team player. And once he gets accustomed to this system, he's going to be a dangerous player to look out for. Foster gets doubled up to Reeves. He's been on fire. Misses the triple. Lions ball. The Lions with 20 points in the paint this season, and they were the leading team in the entirety of the ENBL last season in 2-point attempts. So this is a team that knows to get gritty inside, and that's a traveling violation against Ayinde Hakim. That's the Lions' 8th turnover this game. SYNTAINICS with only 5. 2:15 remaining here in the second quarter. SYNTAINICS by 19. It's Callison, Reeves, Foster, Planinic, and Gunn for SYNTAINICS. 2 minutes remaining of the second quarter. Reeves intercepted by Brynjak, and it's taken by Jesper. Well defended by the Lions as Brynjak read the passing lane as he looks to do a give and go with Espe. Espe, beautiful feed to Brynjak. Last touched by Callison as he falls down towards the stanchion. Haji Javara checking in. Brynjak sitting down. Kyrie Thomas now on the floor for SYNTAINICS with Spencer Reeves taking a seat. Kyrie Thomas now in his 7th pro season out of Creighton as they send it down low to Hakim. Last touch by Hakim. It was an original call where Thomas intercepted the ball out of bounds, but it's going to be SYNTAINICS ball with 1:40 remaining here in the second. Hakim will now take a seat for the Lions, has scored incredibly well here in the second quarter. Sits now at 10 points, joint leading score for the Lions with Joshua Keys. Nicholas Skoen now checking in for some extra floor spacing. A triple missed up the top of the gi by Thomas, and Planinic gets the offensive rebound and he'll go to the line. And Haji Javara for the Lions now called for his first personal, team's 3rd. Jure Planinic, 25 years old in his now 9th pro season, 55% from the line overall this year. Now Planinic has been incredible with rebounding the ball here today as he's starting. He's leading the team with 4 this game as he knocks down the second free throw. Aspa to the cup, missing. Javara got the offensive rebound, but it's back out to Skara. Here's Oliver Visnes down low, intercepted by Kyrie Thomas. SYNTAINICS putting on a defensive clinic, forcing the Fyllingen Lions into turnover territory. That's their 10th. Gunn smoking hot as the Lions now down by as much as 24. And that's going to be the 11th triple in the half for SYNTAINICS. 11 of 24 from deep. Visnes tries to answer, blocked by Planinic, but he'll go to the line. The Lions struggle to defend the drives, and that forces the floor to open up for so many triples for this team out of Germany. We haven't seen this team attempt 24 threes in a half, as we now have Oliver Visnes at the line. 41% from the line in the Norwegian League this season, 5 of 12 overall. And he's been having an interesting start to the season so far. He's been put at the 4 and the 5 in some cases. 1 of 2 from the line for Visnes, as Paul Olivier will check in. Lars Aspe will take a seat. .23 lead for SYNTAINICS. 7-second difference between shot and game clock. It's Callison with Webeck switching on him. Here's Foster attacking Olivier, fading and connecting. Clock keeps running down. 4 seconds. It's Olivier going coast to coast, and he puts it in. The Lions answer immediately, but they still have a long way to go, as it's 56-33, your score at the end of the first half. The 3-point onslaught for SYNTAINICS, 11 for 24 from deep for the team out of Germany, with Kyrie Thomas and Spencer Reeves leading the way Welcome back to ENBL action here in Bergen, Norway, as we're now starting to approach the start of the second half between SYNTAINICS MBC taking the trip to square off against the reigning Norwegian champions, the Fyllingen Lions. The Lions still on the journey looking for their first ENBL home win in the team's history. This is now their second year playing in this international setting. While this is actually SYNTAINICS' return to international play, a 21-year drought. The last time they played international ball was in 2004 for the FIBA Euro Cup in Turkey, when they were formerly known as Middelduce. This German team is a force to be reckoned with in the global stage, especially in Europe. One of the only few undefeated teams in the German Bundesliga at the top of the table. And they're putting on a clinic here in Norway, specifically targeting the three-pointers. They get the mismatch that they're looking for. They get their guards to beat their man one-on-one. And then they just force either the weak side defender or the strong side defender to close out, because they can't give them a free layup. And that's given them so many threes in the opening half, which has been the main story for SYNTAINICS. Head crew of Chief Alexander Svenberg blows the whistle. Something seemed off with the game clock, and we're back underway. The Lions with Lars Aspe, Joshua Keys, Aji Javara, Erik Fonger, and Ayinde Hakim with the ball on the left wing. Here's Joshua Keys fading, couldn't connect from the left block. Joshua Keys sat a portion of the second quarter due to foul trouble. He has 3 personal. He had 4 during the first half in the ENBL opener against Voluntari. As Ayinde Hakim resets on the right wing, he has Planinic on him. Kicks it out to Fonger, and his foot is out of bounds as he faked on the triple. And this time, another foot is out of bounds. This time it's Marcus Foster who's about to take a 3 from the corner. The triples being a big story for SYNTAINICS, 11 of 24 from downtown. The Lions only 1 of 6 from deep. Hakim turns it over. Planinic read the passing lane. Here's Kyrie Thomas. Former NBA player floats it up, couldn't put it in, but he'll go to the line. Kyrie Thomas with an electric first half, leading the way with 13 points out of all SYNTAINICS players. Aji Javara, second personal. First team foul here in the third quarter. Kyrie Thomas has experience in Spain, Israel, and Turkey as he rattles home the first free throw. This is only the 3rd time this SYNTAINICS team has been on the line. Kyrie Thomas, 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, leads the way at 15. He's also shooting 80% from the line. Intercepted by Thomas. And he gets a free layup on the other end. No whistle on the traveling violation. But Kyrie Thomas says, I'll take that one. Nice bump by Hakim. Gets the defender on the hip, and he leans in. But it's still a tough mountain to climb for SYNTAINICS. 25-point lead as they're looking to cash out on their second ENBL win this year. The Lions have occasionally struggled in the second half in this ENBL journey as Javara misses down low. It's going to regain Lions ball. And I spoke to Kalix Njai about that. Teams tend to get out of your grasp during the second half, and he just told me, well, these teams have been playing at a high level for a long time. they have seen these situations plenty of times, so they know more so what to do to get the job done. Welp switches on Hakeem. Nice up fake, blocked by Welp. As Hakeem fouls the big man, and that's now going to be the second team foul against the Lions. Now the second personal foul against Hakeem. Excellent defense played by Colin Welp now in his fourth pro season out of the University of California, Irvine. Welp will fire. Misses the three from the wing. Lions ball. Here's Espe. On Callison, kicks it out to Fyllingen. Into Hakeem, picks it up. Welp read the passing lane. And it's still going to be Lions ball. The Lions can't seem to beat the first point of the defense, which is where SYNTAINICS have been controlling the perimeter incredibly well. Keys slips on the inbound. Hakeem with the assist. Joshua Keys, nice roll down low, caught the defense sleeping. Hakeem found him perfectly. As here's Foster attacking the middle on Fyllingen. Floats it up and he'll go to the line. So Haji Javara now with his third personal has just the same amount as Joshua Keys. That is 3 personal fouls on each of the starting bigs for the Lions. Eric Fyllingen will take a seat. Nicholas Skerrit will now come on the floor for the Lions. Marcus Foster, 74% from the line. This is his first pro season out of Xavier University as he sticks the first one. Had an incredible ENBL debut against Caltech Alexela. 20 points on 7 of 12 shooting. Also, Eurobasket's German Player of the Week earlier in October, where we had a season-high 25 points versus Vecta. Joshua Keys, a tough two-pointer, but sticks it in. 2 for 2 in the third quarter for Joshua Keys. Still a big lead for SYNTAINICS. But Joshua Keys starting to feel it here in the start of the third quarter. Had 10 points in the first quarter. Didn't see much of him in the second quarter. But now's the chance for Joshua to go on a little personal run himself. Callison a triple. That one's off. Rebound will now go to the Lions. SYNTAINICS now 11 of 28 from 3, 0 of 4 in the third quarter. For the Lions, they've lived inside, intercepted by Thomas. Picked the pocket of Hakeem, and that's going to be a foul on Lars Aspe. His first personal, now Lions' 4th team foul with 5:55 remaining here in the third quarter. Brignac will now check in. Javara will take a seat. Foster on the wing. Drives, puts it up, and they'll go to the line for the second straight time. And Joshua Keys, 4th personal foul, now 5th team foul against the Lions. He fouled out in his ENBL debut against Voluntari. He's now one foul away from doing so. Now Marcus Foster on the line for the second time, was held scoreless until he knocked down 2 free throws here in the third quarter. .74% from the line overall this season it is for Marcus Foster. And he's 2 for 2 on the charity stripe. Aspe on the left block, out to Skaran. Fakes, intercepted by Foster. Foster all alone to the rim. 6 straight points for Marcus. And SYNTAINICS sprinting away with it. Hakeem misses the reverse. It's a 5-on-4. Hakeem hasn't even crossed half court. A triple. Callison misses the deep ball. Aspe breaking the press. Down low to Keys for 2. This American-to-American connection working really well in the third quarter between Hakeem and Keys. But it's still been the three-point barrage and ball movement that's controlled the game for SYNTAINICS. Nikic tried to back down Keys under the basket, as it's going to be Lions ball. Multiple substitutions for SYNTAINICS. Thomas and Callison will sit down. Spencer Reeves and Blomgren will now check in for SYNTAINICS. Keys a 3. Nothing but air. Well defended by Welp on the contest. SYNTAINICS leading in assists. They have 16 in this game so far, with the Lions having 9, as that's going to be a foul on the floor against the Lions. Now in the bonus, it's going to be for SYNTAINICS. That's the Lions' 6th team foul this quarter. Nicholas Skaran, second personal. Kresimir Nikic now on the line. He's played in 3 games this season. Didn't appear versus Bamberg this past week. This is his first season in Westenfels. 26 years old in his 9th pro season. Nikic rattles on the second one. Now 1 for 2 from the line. 4 minutes remaining here in the third. 26 points SYNTAINICS lead. Welp with the steal. And Westenfels look to keep controlling the pace. Welp from the corner. Well defended by Visnes. Olivier off the Brignac screen. Down to Skaran, moving across the foul line, misses it, gets his own offensive rebound. And that foul will be called on the floor against Spencer Reeves. Second personal. Now only the team's first here in the third quarter. The one positive the Lions had in the first half was free throws. They're overall 8 of 11 from the line, but SYNTAINICS have taken control here in the third quarter. Now they're 10 of 12 from the line. Olivier, a 3, misses badly from the left side. Welp on the drive, lays it in. Colin Welp with his first 2 points of the game. Has struggled shooting the ball throughout the season as Bojdan Brinic misses the layup down under the basket. Brinic, 68% from the line last season. He played in Bulgaria. He's previously also played in Italy and Lithuania, now making his first stop in Scandinavia. Knocks down the pair of free throws. Hopefully the Lions can find some comfort in controlling a certain stretch of the game. The big story for them is how they haven't been able to get a lot of threes. Nice feed down low. Welp misses the floater. Skeren fading, misses from the foul line. Foster along the baseline. Puts it in. Marcus Foster on fire here in the third quarter. 8 points for the American. Scoreless in the first half, on fire in the third. Olivier behind the back to Brinic. Kicks it back out to William Liebeck. Loses handle on the crossover. Here comes Foster. Takes it himself, rejected by Visnes. But he'll go to the line instead. This is Marcus Foster's third trip to the line. He's 4 of 4 now, 5 of 5. Despite being scoreless from downtown here in the third quarter, seems like SYNTAINICS have been playing the Lions' game where you establish contact, you force the angles, and you go to the line, as well as just controlling the pace. Foster, 2 of 2 from the line now, has 10 points of the evening, all of them in the third quarter. Another turnover against the Lions. Struggling in the third. That is the team's 18th turnover. As the referee blew the whistle, as a foul will be called. Nikic, this is his second trip to the line, misses the first free throw. A 2020 and 2021 Bundesliga champion with Alba Berlin. He has also represented the Croatian under-16 national team. Knocks down the second free throw. Nikic, both of his points came from the charity stripe, in which he split both of the pairs. Floater missed by Hakeem. And as the pace has been slowed down, this half-court offense for SYNTAINICS is lethal. And they defend the perimeter so incredibly well. You'll see the paint often be open as RJ Gunn fakes, spins up top. Blomgren. The three-point struggles continue in the third for SYNTAINICS. but they control the boards, move beautifully off the ball, and that's a wide open layup from Blomgren. That is now the team's 17th assist of the game. Just taken away by SYNTAINICS. The 19th turnover against the Lions. Shot clock turned off, 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Reeves, a triple, got it. A season high, 5 threes for Spencer Reeves. And that will do it for the end of the third quarter. Reeves gives them the first triple of the third quarter, and it's what's been a dominant display from SYNTAINICS MBC. 79-42 is your score. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. The reigning German Bundesliga Cup winners last season, SYNTAINICS MBC, looking to bounce back after their first loss in all competitions last week against Bamberg Basket, as Reeves finds Nikic down low in what's been a dominant display for SYNTAINICS. They controlled the pace, their defense impeccable. The Lions have only attempted 8 threes. It's because they shut down the perimeter so well, as here's Eric Fonger with his first 2. They know when to pressure, and they also get the important rebounds, which has gotten them to this point. Here's Blomgren. Jelks hands off. Reeves misses the 3. And it's going to be a Lions ball. Aspa up top to Fonger. He takes the 3, knocks it down. Eric Fonger with back-to-back buckets. He's been incredible in the international stage so far. Had a season-high 18 points against the reigning ENBL champion CSO Voluntari. As Gunn pivots outside to Reeves. Curls inside. Layup and 1. And the floater is good. And Spencer Reeves continuing torching the Lions all across the floor. Spencer Reeves, 17 total points, can knock down the free throw for his 18th. 38% from the line this season. As he'll go take it again. It's a lane violation. Mikic will sit down. John Bryant will check in. So no free throw for Spencer Reeves. Lions trying to figure out a way to get quality looks as Hakeem takes the floater and he'll go to the line. Stefan Jelks, third personal. Now team's first here in the fourth quarter.
Kijk voor SYNTAINICS nummer 13, Stefan Jelks. Wie verskudt Ayinde Hakeem.
Ayinde Hakeem out of LaSalle for one season. In UMass Lowell, he played there from 21 to 24. Has had an incredible college career. Averaging 5 assists and around 19 points per game in the Norwegian League. Misses the free throw. He's a player that knows how to control the game to the team's favor and get the team well organized on offense as Espa gets the steal. Here's Brynjik across the lane and pushes it in. That's the energy Alex and Jai. Really well on the defensive end. Reeves misses the three. Gunn the offensive rebound. That's the team's 8th offensive rebound, and the Lions look to push. Hakeem spinning, takes a trip, and he'll go to the line yet again. Spencer Reeves, third personal. Now team second here in the fourth quarter. Ayinde Hakeem, 5 of 6 from the line here today. And it seems the Lions have struggled with getting any sort of momentum on the perimeter, which is what you can see the game plan has been for SYNTAINICS. Ayinde Hakeem knocks down the pair of free throws. 14 points for the American. Look at the ball movement. Gunn knocking it down. They just swing it from side to side. Gunn flares to the foul line. And Brynjik forced to drop. And he knocks it down. Brynjik will take a seat. Haji Javara will now check in. Hakeem. Almost taken away by Jelks. He gets the ball back. He's one-on-one with Bryant. A step back two. Keys the offensive rebound. Gets wrestled for it, and it's going to be jump ball. Espen Javara with the two-man game. Joshua Keys down low to Javara. Excellent play by the Lions. Joshua Keys so agile for being a 5. Haji Javara rewarded by the dunker spot. One of the better plays we've seen from the Lions today. 4 players involved on that one. Reeves again. Spencer Reeves lighting the torch in Norway. On fire from deep. Hakeem backing down Reeves. Rebound taken by Kyrie Thomas. Gun down low. Nice patience. Referee blew the whistle on the floor. It looks like it's still going to be a Lions ball. RJ Gunn will take a seat. Stefan Jelks now checking in, as well as Akeem Vargas. Aspa attacking Bryant, down low to Javara. Well defended by Bryant. 4 seconds remaining on the shot clock. It's Keys to the basket. Shot clock violation against the Lions. That is now their 20th turnover of the game. They swing it. Kyrie Thomas misses from the wing. Hakeem loses the handle. Kyrie Thomas to Spencer Reeves. Misses the shot. Offensive rebound. SYNTAINICS. And Ayinde Hakeem is down on the other side of the floor. Eric Fyllingen motioning to get Hakeem some help. As we're now getting the trainer over to check up on the second-year pro. Hakeem getting a warm round of applause for his efforts. Can't put any weight on the right foot. He's still played an incredible game today. He's done his best on leading the offense. He's created a lot of good looks for himself. But unfortunately, it hasn't been enough for the Lions. SYNTAINICS just run with this different gear where they just take control of all the important aspects of the game with offensive rebounding. They force the steals, they get the loose balls, and they hit the shots that truly matter to stop any momentum for the team out of Norway. Fyllingen a three. Eric Fyllingen, perfect here in his limited action here in the second half. He's 3 for 3 here in the fourth quarter. The big question can be, what about the volume of threes we've seen from the Lions? They haven't taken many. They've only taken 11 triples compared to SYNTAINICS' 35, and that bucket is up and pure for SYNTAINICS. Aspa, nice feed. Keys a triple. Vargas the rebound. Here comes Kyrie Thomas with the free throwdown. On fire was Kyrie Thomas in the first quarter alone. with 13 points. Now only sits at 19. He hasn't been able to do much here in the second half, because the ball movement from this SYNTAINICS team gets everybody involved. Fyllingen, a sidestep three. He's feeling it here in the fourth quarter. He really knows when to step it up on the ENBL stage, and Foster knocks it down on the other end, silencing the entirety of Norway. That's SYNTAINICS' 13th triple of the evening as a team. Aspe hounded by Jelks, Everett, Dahlberg in and out for three. The young player looking for more experience, now only in his second pro season. Dahlberg read the passing lane. Vargas open from deep and knocks it down. Akeem Vargas, a storied veteran in German basketball history, gives the team their 99th point, as SYNTAINICS up by nearly 40. Keys along the baseline, as it's going to be a defensive foul against SYNTAINICS. Stefan Jelks, fourth personal foul, as Joshua Keys will go to the line. Joshua Keys on fire during the first quarter. Led the way with 10, and he really started picking up steam in the second half as well. Currently has 16 points. Knocks down the first free throw. This is Joshua Keys' second trip to the line. He split the pair last time, now 2 for 2. Nicholas Bologna now getting his first minutes for the Lions, as Joshua Keys will now take a seat. Was a late addition to Buna Njai, who led the Lions in scoring last season. Njai only played the weekend stand this past weekend, 2 away games. But now he's seeing this one out due to a knee injury. Foster missing the triple. The Lions look to create something out of nothing. This fourth quarter has been relatively impressive from them, as Brynjak puts it up and puts it in. Nice footwork and patience from Brynjak. Still looking to get accustomed to life in Norway with the offense for this team, as Jelks forces Fyllingen to flyby and gets contact on the way. SYNTAINICS' next game will be away from home, where they're going to be facing off against Frankfurt October 26th. Looking to remain undefeated on the top of the Bundesliga table with 4 wins and 0 losses. This SYNTAINICS team, incredible to watch. Jelks knocks down the triple. And the three-pointers keep on raining for SYNTAINICS, their 15th triple as a team. Olivier, nice crossover. Rebound taken by SYNTAINICS. While the Lions, they'll play a home game against Bærum November 1st, as they're looking to climb up on the BLNO ladder. They're currently one of the top 3 teams as well in the Norwegian League. Foster the gather. Vargas from the corner, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Nikic loses handle. Well played by the Lions. The SYNTAINICS defense has forced the Lions into deep waters as Olivier misses the shot. 22 turnovers for the Lions, only 10 for SYNTAINICS, and they just know when to put on the pressure on the perimeter. That's also excluding the volume of threes they've taken as Foster elevates and he puts it in. And that will be it for SYNTAINICS. Marcus Foster, an incredible second half. 15 points for the American guard. And what a career he is going to have in the top level of European basketball. Foster puts it in. 24.2 remaining. And that's going to be it. The Lions still looking for their first ENBL home win in the team's history. Foster with the steal. And he takes it in himself, and that'll be it. SYNTAINICS bounce back after their loss against Bamberg this past week. Remain undefeated in the ENBL. And put on an absolute basketball clinic in Norway. 107-64 is the score. Balanced play from everybody. Kyrie Thomas with 19. Marcus Foster with 15 alone in the second half. And Spencer Reeves blistering on fire with a new season high 6 3-pointers in a single game this season. The Lions still looking for the first ENBL win. Will now look to keep fighting on next time. While SYNTAINICS keep on their dominance overall this year and move on to 6-1 overall this season. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
So, if the